1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. One more. I'm surprised my computer hasn't filled up yet, but okay. Where was I? Um. Alright, they all turn around and look at the kidnapping sack. Suspenseful organ music plays. Dun! Joshie reaches over and unties the top of the bag, and as everyone waits in high tension, the bag falls open to reveal, dun dun dun, everyone's favorite bony-faced, yellow shirt-wearing token Asian of the Star Trek universe, looking all sweaty and pissed off like he's been through hell. Everyone, whoa! Leia, who are you? Sulu. My name is Sulu. Hikaru Sulu. Is that how you say his first name? I got that from my slash cards, so I don't know if he's ever even said his full name in the show, but okay. Everyone else in realization. Oh. Sulu. Dryly. Indeed. Oh god, now I gotta do Sulu's voice. That's the problem with doing these fucking fan fictions. Everyone's got their own voice. It's already hard enough trying to do all these voices. Alright, where was I? Sulu, sarcastically, forgive me, I did not expect to be kidnapped by a roaming band of rogues. He stands up and brushes himself off. All the same, your mistake will be my advantage. Han, hey, what the hell's that supposed to mean? Sulu gives him a look. Don't question me. I am helmsman of the USS Imperial Starship Enterprise. I could have you killed before you know it. You'd be better off to work with me, not against me. Leia challenging him. Oh yeah? I don't know if I believe you. If you're supposed to be with them, what are you doing here in this motel? Sulu waves it off. I'm on shore leave. These are my only 2 weeks of vacation in the whole year. This time is precious to me. I won't risk wasting it. I need a way off this asteroid just as much as you do. This is my last offer. Work with me or be destroyed. Everyone's tense for a moment in the wake of the threat. Then, with lightning-fast reflexes, Luke pulls out his lightsaber and moves to attack. But at the same moment, Sulu pulls out a samurai sword seemingly from nowhere. He locks weapons together with Luke in the X shape. The samurai sword apparently has some kind of special magic and or sci-fi quality to it, because it's not sliced by the lightsaber like regular metal. Her. Everyone. He and Luke briefly duel, matching each other strike for strike. Then Sulu does a little tricky trick thing and trips Luke's legs out from under him, landing him flat on the ground. Before Luke can even compose himself, Sulu pins him down with his boot and puts the tip of his sword against Luke's neck. Damn. Luke. ... Leia. Hey, that's not fair. Let him go. Let my brother go or I'll kick your ass. Sulu. Don't move or I'll cut his throat. Joshie, Dawson, and Han, they all go, damn! Sulu. We should not oppose each other. Suddenly he's interrupted by some slow clapping. You know, that really obnoxious, fake-ass, sarcastic shit that's really popular with white losers. Everyone turns their heads to see who it is. Even Luke can't help but peek over. The stranger steps out of the shadows like a James Bond villain. It's another member of the Enterprise. You can tell by the uniform. Looking all coy and cocky. Higher in rank than your average ensign, but not high enough to make the main squad, you know. Star Trek guy. Well. Good work, Sulu. And we all thought you were on leave, but I know there's more to you than a passing glance. You're clever. Of course, it's unfortunate that some of the young'uns had to be sacrificed, but then again, they served their purpose. He steps closer. Let's go. Let's return to the Enterprise with our new prisoners. Sulu turns around quickly to face the guy, and in the same motion, he cuts the guy's head clean off, Kill Bill style. The head flies up in the air as his decapitated body falls kneeling to the ground. Sulu reaches up fast and impales the head right on the end of his sword, like a piece of cheese on the end of a toothpick. A drop of blood from the severed head lands right on the tip of Luke's nose. Luke goes, meow. Leia rolls eyes. Now you're just showing off. Sulu lets Luke up, pulling the head off his sword by the hair. He goes over to clean off his blade on the uniform of the dead man. Sulu, I told you, I am not your enemy. I may be a member of the Enterprise crew, but I'm not loyal to them. He glances around. Let's leave here, before someone else comes. He does a little thingy-maroo with his sword, and the blade retracts into the handle like a switchblade. He puts it back on his belt, and they all turn to go. But as they turn to walk away, they all hear some crunching sounds and glance back. The entire dead body is gone. Just one random bone falls to the ground. Joshie, they really don't believe in wasting anything here, huh? Sulu motions to them. Come over here. I know a way out. Dawson, you said you didn't know how to get off this place. Sulu, oh, I know how. I just can't get out. Not without help, at least. He beckons to them creepily. Come this way. Cut to a big-ass, abandoned, seedy-ass warehouse filled with dust and spiderwebs. Sulu pushes open the rigid double doors with a loud-ass creak while everyone else is watching him and rubbing their makeup off. Sulu motions them over. Oh yeah, it's kind of funny to think that, oh, that's why Luke made the kitten meow. I was like, what is that? But I totally forgot they had their makeup on. Sulu motions them over, in here. He wanders in totally comfortably as if it's his home. The rest of them follow with caution, looking all around the shadowy corners as they creep through. Joshie, what is this place? Sulu, it's an old abandoned supply depot for Starship Command. It hasn't been used in galactic space years. Now it's our ticket to freedom. He leads them all to a creepy old elevator door. It looks like it belongs in some kind of haunted, abandoned old crazy house / government building where they secretly do insanely fucked up experiments on the inmates. Luke and Leia in unison. I don't want to go in there. Sulu, oh come on. He thinks for a second. Please, just trust me this one time. I'll make it worth it to you. Leia, will you take us to Quickly's? Sulu, huh? Han, okay, enough stupid bullshit. I'm getting on. He goes forwards. Leia, really? Han, yeah, really. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get off this rock. In case you haven't noticed, it's not that nice here. Luke, but what if this is a death trap? Han, oh wow, a death trap. Like we never got out of one of those before. Luke to Leia. He has a point. Leia, I know. That's why I love and hate him. Everyone gets into the creepy-ass elevator together. Joshie, so what exactly do you need us for? Sulu, oh, well, you see, that's very simple. This used to be some sort of freight elevator, and to stop employees from using it at their leisure, it only functions when it's carrying 300 pounds or more. And on my own, I only weigh a delicate 132. Joshie, oh, makes sense. Sulu hits a button on the elevator wall. The doors slam shut abruptly, and the elevator plummets down to hell as if someone cut the cable. Everyone except Sulu. Ah! Sulu just rolls his eyes and puts in earplugs. Sulu, such inexperience. The walls of the elevator heat up red hot, and everyone pulls into the center of the floor to avoid being burned. But then, suddenly, everything stops. The elevator stops plummeting, the walls cool back down, and all becomes very slow and quiet. Needless to say, everyone stops screaming. Dawson, swaying with his hand on his belly. I'm gonna puke. Luke, where are we? He looks around and finds a small sliding window on the wall. Like, you know in movies when someone's in solitary confinement or something and they just have that little window in the top of the door with a slider to open and close it? It's one of those. Anyway, Luke opens it and looks out. All he sees is distant stars and the vastness of space going by. Luke, whoa. Joshie, what? Did we die? Sulu, he takes out his earplugs. Of course not. We descended through the bottom of the asteroid and came out into space. Now we're free floating. This is like this kind of reminds me of Doctor Who, just like a elevator like floating in space. Except that I know his is supposed to be a phone box. Stop that. The cat is just, where was I? Now we're free floating, Han, and how exactly are we supposed to get anywhere? Sulu, that depends on our luck, my friend. We must have faith and patience. They were just in a free-floating vehicle, so, Han crosses his arms. Ugh, just what I wanted to fucking hear. Faith and patience, yeah. When's that ever done anyone any good? 3 hours later, everyone's laying on the floor of the elevator, bored as fuck. Luke is asleep, but everyone else is just bored as fuck. Only Sulu is left standing, watching space go by out of the tiny window. Sulu, suddenly, Everyone immediately looks up, deprived of stimulation. Sulu points, look, our chariot has arrived. Everyone scrambles desperately to their feet like redemption is waiting for them. They all crowd around the tiny window and look out. At first they don't see anything, but then they realize there's a huge cargo ship chugging by, the dark gray color of it making it blend into the background of space as it moves along slowly like a peaceful whale. Dawson. What is it? Sulu. It's an intergalactic freighter. I know these ships like the back of my hand. I used to work in shipping before I joined the military. We can get on board and hide until we get to safer ground. Dawson. But how are we going to get over there? Sulu chuckles. Oh, that part's very simple. We swim. They all look at him like he's crazy. Sulu. Remember to hold your breath. There's no oxygen out there. Dawson. ... Yeah, thanks, Professor. Sulu presses the emergency door open button and the doors pop right open. Everyone holds their breath and they immediately start floating as if they just leapt in the water. Sulu motions to everyone like, come with me. They all swim out of the elevator into the weightlessness of space as that famous Blue Danube music plays. They all float and paddle around gracefully as if they were all some adorable sea otters playing in the ocean or something like that. Or like that part in WALL-E. Sulu swims up to the hatch of the freighter, one of those wheel-shaped locks, and twists it open like it's just a regular old submarine. He waves to the others and they all come swim over, swimming one by one into the hatch. Sulu follows them in last and shuts the hatch behind them. The music ends. Cut to our heroes inside an empty area of the freighter, all on their hands and knees, coughing and gasping for breath. Joshie, looking around. Where exactly are we now? Sulu stands up. Oh, just some nondescript chamber, just here for our cinematic convenience. Han, these people, or whatever they are, aren't going to be too happy when they realize they got some extra stowaways on board. We better find somewhere to hide. Sulu, there's no need. The crews of these freighters induce themselves into sleep for the long voyage. They'll never know we were here, as long as we don't disturb them. Dawson. Oh, it's like we got the place to ourselves then. Luke. A whole ship to ourselves. Ooh, I must be dreaming. Leia reaches over and pinches him. Luke. Hey! Leia. Sorry, force a habit. They all get up and start wandering around, exploring the dark and nightmarishly industrial inner halls of the ship. Everything is quiet as the grave, except for some mechanical sounds in the background. Then, suddenly, they open a door and are immediately hit with the loud beat and bass of dance music. Colored lights are on, spinning around on one of those little party balls. Our heroes stop dead in their tracks like, Han, they sleep through the long voyage, huh? Sulu, well, under usual circumstances. They peek around the corner a little more and see a little kitchen-type area where a bunch of crew members in sweat-soaked, disheveled jumpsuits are partying, dancing on the tables, drinking out of red Solo cups, palling around, and basically just doing anything except sleeping. Dawson, at least they look happy. Leia, yeah, let's get out of here before they see us and kick our asses. They're all about to turn and go, and suddenly a tall, black-haired dude with a short beard appears in the doorway. Dude, hold it right there. They all freeze like fuck. Dude, my name might be Dallas, but I'm calling Houston because we got a problem. They all glance at each other like, uh-oh, what's it gonna be? Luke takes a step towards Dallas to try and just play it off like everything's cool. Luke, what are you talking about? There's no problem here. Dallas, yeah, there sure is. Everyone braces themselves. Dallas, y'all ain't drunk yet. He laughs and pulls Dawson into a sloppy hug. Dawson? Okay, whatever. He tries to kiss him playfully on the mouth, but Dawson turns his head, and Dallas only gets him on the cheek. He laughs and lets Dawson go. Dawson coughs from the booze on Dallas's breath. Jesus, this guy's toasted. Dallas, well, come on, don't just stand there. Come in and party with us. He ushers them into the kitchen instantly. They all look around in half confusion. They see Ripley arm wrestling with one of the other dudes. Ash is smoking a fat spliff by the corner, and, well, I don't remember any of the other crew members. It's been a while since I saw the movie, but take my word for it. They're partying on like an obligatory club dance scene in a blaxploitation movie. Dallas turns to go run off and grab our heroes some booze, since his overwhelming sense of duty won't let him relax if there's a single person sober in the room. Han looks around. I'm gonna go piss. He takes the opportunity to slink away while Dallas's back is turned. Leia to Han, just don't get lost in this place. Han, oh, there goes my stereotypical wife. Nag, nag, nag. Leia scoffs, offended. Ugh. Han wanders off quickly into the bathrooms and disappears behind the door. Leia, the nerve, mocking him. Nag, 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 in her regular voice. Well, I got a couple brand new razor blades sitting at home and a couple sweet little green apples to put him in. See how he likes that. Luke. His emoji face is like the two like arrows going to the side. Oh god, you can't even see because my camera is so fuzzy. But it's like the side arrow, like, you know. Cut to the inside of the bathrooms. Han is just standing by the sinks, rinsing his hands and face, trying to cool off from all their adventures. He sighs and leans on the sink for a moment. Looking in the mirror, Han checks to make sure there's no one else around, faces the mirror again. Are you talking to me? Oh god, no, why? Just then, there's a sudden sound from one of the stalls. He turns quickly in defense, but all he hears is a little bit of quiet sniffling and shifting. Han, hello? The sniffling gets quiet. He pauses, like he knows he should just leave it alone, but he can't help his primal curiosity. He leans down a little bit to peek under the stall doors, and he sees the legs of somebody standing against the door from inside. Han, hey, you okay? No answer. He waits for a little bit, but it seems as if the person inside is avoiding him. He shrugs it off and is just about to leave, when suddenly he hears the voice of an English man from behind him. Oh my god, my cat's tail is like over the camera. Why are you doing that, Quinn? I swear he's such a prankster. What are you doing, Quinn? Now you're gonna move my camera around, huh? Look at, here he comes. The big beast. My panther. Hello, panther. Anyways, where was I? Where was I? Here's the voice of an Englishman from behind him. Englishman. God, I can't do the British accent, but I will try. I don't recognize your voice. Are you a new hand on board? Han. Well, I guess you could say that. Just a temporary one. Me and my friends are gonna blow this lemonade stand the second we find a good jump-off point. Englishman. Are you an inspector? Han. What? No. There's a pause. At last the guy unlocks the stall door and steps out cautiously. He's a mousy-looking guy with messy brown hair, and he looks generally kind of beaten up and sad. Han tilts his head. Who did that to you? One of those other guys out there? Englishman. No, not exactly. My name's Hazel. Could I tell you something? Han, a little weirded out. You can't tell one of your friends? Hazel, a little panicky. No. I can't tell any of them. None of them would understand. But you don't know me at all. I wouldn't have anything to lose with you. Oh, please, I must tell someone or I'll go mad. Han, okay, I'll help you. He looks Hazel up and down. Geez, what kind of drugs are you people on? Hazel, darkly. Not nearly enough. He takes a breath and looks down at the floor. I told them not to stop the ship, but they wouldn't listen to me. They said it was selfish to ignore a distress call. So we went down. All we found was an abandoned vessel. Everyone split up, of course. It's a fucking horror movie trope. To try and look for survivors. I was alone. I wasn't careful enough. This creature, something, leapt out at me. It was so fast, it was so strong, I couldn't get away from it. He stops and puts his face in his hand. Han is just looking stunned, like, how the fuck did I get stuck listening to this? Hazel lowers his hands down. Now, against my own will, I carry that creature's spawn within my body, because I was so careless and weak and useless. Han, hey, don't talk about yourself like that. Hazel, huh? Han, yeah, sometimes you get bad luck, you know, you can't blame yourself for it. Hey, believe me, I know what it's like to get suckered into some half-baked scheme and wind up carrying around something dangerous you don't want, you can't get rid of or tell anyone about. Hazel gets desperately excited. You'll help me then? You'll let me come with you? Han, well, wait, I didn't say... Hazel, oh, please, I'm begging you. I can't stay here. They'll find out. And then I don't know what they'd do to me. Please, let me leave with you. I won't cause any trouble. I just need to get away from here. He grabs Han by the front of his clothes and buries his face in his chest as he breaks down crying. Han is just frozen in total awkward what the fuckness. Then, suddenly, out of nowhere, one of the other drunk-ass crew members bursts into the bathroom. He staggers over to the urinal, yanks down his zipper, and starts pissing like a horse. A crew member, Woo! I was holding that one for way too long. He looks over then and notices Han and Hazel. Crew member. Hey, what the hell's going on here? Han. Nothing. We were just reenacting scenes from Fight Club. Pretends to be reenacting. His name is Robert Paulson. Okay, 20 minutes.